Jacobi, Blue Futon, the fourth. That says 3. Out of the 4 movie I watched was Tolkien. So this was a Fox Searchlight picture that was actually just acquired by Disney. So this is technically, I think, Fox Searchlight's first Disney release. And I was like, oh, I wonder if they're going to do a Disney logo. They don't. They just kept a Fox Searchlight. So it makes you wonder, is Fox actually staying as another brand? But I don't know. That's a different video. But I got watch Tolkien. And I may go Tolkien, actually. Tolkien. Let's just go watch this intro. So watching Tolkien, I thought it was Tolkien, but they say it differently in the movie, so maybe I'm just saying it completely wrong. What's it about? It's a simple story of J.R.R. Tolkien, who wrote Lord of the Rings, in his past life of how he got this inspiration of doing Lord of the Rings, and how he had 3 best friends back in England, Oxford, Cambridge area, of how one of them did poetry, one of them did music, composing, one of them did paintings, and one of them did story writing. Of course, J.R.R. was a story writer. Of course, then the war happens, and then they all kind of get split up, and what happens at this war brings the imagination of, Sauron, elves, wizards. Even though the elves were kind of before he actually making his own language, because he was actually a linguist, even though the linguist is not really the same thing, but I'm going to call him a linguist, of a guy who loves language so much. He loves the Gothic era. He loves that stuff, and he just created whole elvish language. I mean, I love the Lord of the Rings movies, so I kind of enjoyed this movie of what he went through. It is a biopic of a writer. It really is, and his friends and what he went through to write these books, and The Hobbit and everything else. And it's good to know what a writer goes through to get his motivation, to get what he's going for, because you can read a lot of like Stephen King books, and you read them and you're like, that goes really weird of like pedophilia and having sex with dead parents. And you're just like, Stephen King, what's going on in the head, yo? It doesn't sound right. But here you kind of understand, like, he was in the war, he was almost dead, he was in a pool of blood, like literally a pool of blood, and you're just like, oh, that's disgusting. But FYI, if you're cold and you're in water, you don't want to like have your feet in water. That's like the number one, like, gangrene and bad stuff happens to you. Like, so it's like, and it goes really like actually pretty much war violence is pretty graphic. It's like the last like 15-minute war scene was actually like intense, and you're like, damn, I didn't know it was gonna go this deep. But Tolkien, it's a good movie and tells the life story of this author. I enjoyed for what it was. There's some slow parts in this movie, but let's talk about the story of what this abnormal guy was going through. His bad childhood, like his dad disappearing, his mom dying, just all this like just negativity happening to him, like his friends die, his parents die, and just downward spiral. Like, what does he go through and what he actually writes on paper. So Tolkien will receive a 3.5 out of 5 Blue Futons. He goes at 70%. So these are critics' user scores gave this film. So you have the critics of 51%, user scores 83, with 332 reviews. So not a lot of people saw this movie. And here's the critic consensus: Tolkien has a proud trapping and strong performances of a worthy biopic, but lacks the imagination required to truly do its subject justice. I mean, I can kind of agree and disagree. Of course, it was more of his life and more of like what his imagery was. I mean, of course, he has the imagery and was super cool, like his old artwork. I don't know how true that is, but it's just fun watching like how Lord of the Rings came to tuition, because like Lord of the Rings is actually way before Star Wars and all that stuff, and how this guy wrote massive novels, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, etc., etc. And you're just like, good on you. And they didn't have typewriters back then. You're writing everything with a fountain pen. You're just like, yo, bro, that's cray-cray. But do you agree with my 70% that critics 51 are the users 83? Chase like the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this Blue Futon-topia, you Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching and have a great day. In this fourth movie, guys, let's just get to that fourth movie.